Yes, I am.
That's great. Could you state your name for the record?
My name is Elan, the graduate assistant for student affairs, but I primarily work in career services.
Cool. So, what has your experience been as a grad assistant here so far, coming out of college, and maybe some advice for graduating seniors, and then obviously for people in general who are working up to their senior year, as far as what you can put out to get the opportunity you want?
Okay, so my experience so far, I'll tackle in three parts. My experience so far, since I graduated, so I graduated in 2016. I took a year off to try to find a career before going to graduate school. But then an opportunity arose at Franklin Pierce University where I can get my degree and also work in a field that I am passionate about and also not have to pay for my master's degree. I strongly advise anyone that if you have the opportunity to work for a university and not pay for your master's degree, take it. Obviously, a lot of students come out with a substantial amount of student loans, whether it's state or federal. So the opportunity to not build upon that and kind of put off those loans for like another couple of years gives students more time to think about those things that you're not necessarily thinking about during your time as an undergraduate. In terms of advice of graduating seniors, apply early and often. There's no such thing as applying too much. You rather have 6 or 7 different job offers than having none. Network, a lot of times it comes down to who you know, not necessarily what you know. So the more people you can connect with, the more people you build some sort of professional relationship with, down the line you can reach out to them and partner with them, collaborate, or if you're in between jobs, they could be a good source of a potential place of employment, or they could reach out to one of their contacts and employ you. It's kind of how I got the job here. I knew someone that worked here, and they strongly advised me to apply. And then for students that are currently in school, especially those in sophomore and junior, please come to the Career Center. I feel like at times we are underutilized service until the month before everyone graduates, because everyone's starting to have kind of that senior panic. The earlier and often you come to this Career Services Center, the better prepared you will be to leave Franklin Pierce, because we don't necessarily focus on the academic aspect of it. That's for your teachers, your faculty, and some of your residential life staff. We focus on the next step, which is preparing you for graduate school or finding that first job or something like that. So, living in the moment is important. I want you to, students to enjoy their college experience, but thinking about your futures is just as important, because college lasts for somewhere usually between 4 to 6 years, typically on average. Once those years are done, the real world kicks in, and you want to be prepared for it. Because I graduated from Temple University in Philadelphia, is where I graduated from. And one of the cool things that particular university and my particular major required was I had to have 150 hours of volunteer hours before I could even consider getting an internship. So I had to put myself out there and volunteer with a variety of organizations. So I volunteered with the Special Olympics. I volunteered with a bunch of breast cancer awareness month events with the Philadelphia Eagles and Philadelphia Phillies. I assisted the university with on-campus tours, and then internships are crucial. The more internships you can do, the better. Obviously, you want to do ones of quality, not necessarily quantity, but again, I wasn't allowed to graduate without doing 2 internships.
Right.
So I did an internship with the recruiting department for the university football team. And then my second internship, I was actually the assistant athletic director of a high school in Philadelphia.
Wow.
So getting as much experience as possible, whether it's through internships, volunteer, or even working as a student, is highly important. I mean, at one point when I was a student, I was taking 5 classes, working 3 part-time jobs, and then when I switched to being an intern, I was a full-time 40-hour-a-week intern. I also had another part-time job, and I was also a resident assistant on campus. Mm-hmm. So taking an event, as much as schoolwork seems overwhelming at times, if you have the ability to do it, take on extra responsibilities or extra activities, because those will pay off down the line when you're writing your resume. You won't be sitting there struggling going, okay, what is my experience? You'll be able to go, oh, I have done this, this, and this. So I recommend getting involved with SGA or any of the clubs associated with particular majors here, just because they present opportunities that you can take advantage of.
Mm-hmm.